Good morning, everybody. I'm Jackie Green from the Chatham County Council on Aging. We're just getting ready to start another session of our Arthritis Foundation exercise class. Yes, my headset is not my normal one, so it doesn't like to stay put. We are glad you are here. And let me switch this. You're now host, right, Val?
Yes.
I did do that? Okay. I didn't want to think I did and didn't do it.
Yes, you did it.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Rosemary. Good morning.
Good morning.
Melissa. Good morning, Estelle and Val and Bonnie and Sandra.
Good morning, Jackie.
And Wanda and Brenda. I can't see you, Miss Brenda.
You can't.
No. And Robert and Janice. So great to have everybody here today. So give me a thumbs up, a thumbs over, a thumbs down. How are you feeling today? Okay, we got a couple of this way. All right, Bonnie, I didn't see yours. You were too fast. Ooh, what the heck?
What happened?
And then I can't see you, Miss Brenda.
Somebody's sharing the screen.
Me?
Brenda's
Trying
sharing
to
her
get-
screen.
I'm trying to get
So
just what I'm supposed to have.
How are you feeling today?
You are.
Okay, we got a couple of this way. We're having an interesting time. All right, back over here. All right. Good morning, Ed. Thank you for saving us, Valerie. And how are you doing today? Thumbs up, thumbs over, thumbs down.
Sounds good.
Thumbs up. Okay. So if there is a body part to you that's sore or stiff, would you please point to it and hold your hand there a minute till I see knees. Anybody else have any body parts that are hurting? Okay. All right. And Robert and Janice, I see your screen, but I don't see you. Ed, I'm sorry, I forgot my regular headset today. So I'm using my projector. I can try to, I'm using my amplifier. I can turn this up a little bit. Does that help? Does that help if it's a little louder? Or does that just make it more distorted?
It's okay. Better than nothing.
Okay.
As good as your regular mic.
All right, and I apologize. I forgot my glasses. I forgot my headset. I didn't tell you the other thing that happened the other day. I thought I had a hard-boiled egg, and I went to peel it on the way home in the car. Guess what? It wasn't hard-boiled.
Woo-hoo.
I just like to make sure you know that I'm real. I'm a real something. I'm not quite sure yet what. So anyway, but we're going to talk about some common workout mistakes that people make. So what do you say is some of the things that people can do? And let's march in place and let's start getting warmed up. I got ready to go. Your glasses so I can read. Sorry. So what would you say some of the things that people do wrong when they start to work out?
They don't warm up.
They don't warm up. That is a huge no-no. So what happens to us when we start to warm up? What does it do for our body?
It's the blood circulating.
It's the blood circulating, right? And it gets our heart ready to start handling the extra strain that it's going to put on it. So if you don't do a warm-up and you don't start to get that blood pumping a little faster, that can cause you some real serious problems. So please make sure with whatever you're doing, even if you just go out for a walk, don't go out and start speed walking. Go out and start walking at a slower pace and then increase your speed as you go. What is the other thing that besides getting your heart rate up, what does your warm-up do for you?
Get your joints, the juice in your joints.
That's right. Especially important for people with arthritis. When you start to move, you may not have the hydration in your joints that you need. Okay. And what happens, that's why we call our joint check warm up. When we start to move each of our joints, we try to move everything on our body before we get started with more of the range of motion, as we try to get everything moving a little bit to hydrate those joints. What are some of the other mistakes that people make with their workout when they start to work out that they may or may not do right?
need to check with your doctor about the safety.
Very, very important. You need to make sure that whatever you're gonna try to do, that they think it's okay that you can do that, right? So if you've got a bad back and you say, you know what, I'm gonna start weightlifting, that may not be in your best interest. You may want to start with something different, right? You may want to work on something that maybe you need to work with a physical therapist initially to get your body ready to do more of a workout. What about stretching? When should you stretch? You get out of the car when you go someplace, say you're gonna go for a walk, you get out of the car and you immediately say, okay, I'm gonna stretch.
Nope, after you're warm.
After you warm up, that's right. That's one of the things that we've learned over time is not good for us, is you don't stretch a cold muscle, okay? So you can do 2 or 3 minutes of just a general warm up and then you stretch, okay? So that's really important. When is the best time to do a deep stretch? To really try to elongate those muscle fibers.
At the end?
At the end, that's right. When you're your warmest and you've had a chance to get everything moving and you're ready to go and you say, you know what, now that's why we want to take it initially when we do with our walk with ease program, you know, we'll do a 2-minute walk, we'll do like a 2 or 3 minute warm up, and then we'll do stretches that we hold for 15 to 30 seconds. And then at the end, we're holding our stretches for about 45 seconds. And if you know how long you breathe, like if you know how long it takes you to do an inhale and then an exhale, you can then figure out, okay, I need to do 5 complete breaths in each stretch, and that will get me somewhere between 30 and 45 seconds. So that's what you want to think about so that you give your body the opportunity to stretch like that. People then sometimes forget to cool down. Other things that they may do is when you go to use weights, you may use a weight that's too heavy for you. Okay, you don't want to do that. What about if you're exercising and you're like, is that good for you?
No.
No,
No, right?
you need to
You don't
stop and
want
take
any
a deep
huffing and
breath.
puffing. You want, with the exercise that we're doing, you should always be able to hold a conversation. If you can't hold a conversation, if you can't hold a conversation because you're working too hard, you need to back it down. Likewise, if you can sit there and sing the Hallelujah chorus and you're not having any trouble with your breathing, you probably need to increase your intensity a little bit. And maybe it's like Melissa's doing, and maybe it's you're lifting your legs a little higher. Maybe you're going through a little bit bigger range of motion, but you're doing a little bit more to get that blood pumping so that you're getting a little bit more cardiovascular benefit from it. All right. Another thing, so there's a couple more, and you know what, I'm going to save these other ones for next time because I really want to focus a little bit more on them, and I don't want to shortchange them. I do want to encourage you that you can go to the Arthritis Foundation, and there's something called Live Yes with Arthritis, and they've got a lot of really great information there. So I really do encourage you to go there and see that. So let's go ahead, and I'm using my husband's driving glasses, so I better make sure I don't stretch them out or scratch them or anything. All right, so let's do our joint check warm up. And with our joint check warm up, let's do it with considering some things that we might want to do on a regular basis. So let's pretend that you've got some kids in your neighborhood and they want to play. They want you to go out and play with them. You remember how much fun it was to go out and play, right? Is it a challenge now? Right? I can't run, or I don't run real well, right? But I want to be able to play. So let's do some joint check warm up today, and let's just start playing. Let's start playing ball, and let's toss the ball. And let's start by just doing an underhand toss. And we're just going to step forward with one leg and toss it with the other leg. Just kind of move gently. You can do it when you're sitting, you can do it when you're standing. This is getting your elbow moving. It's getting your shoulder moving, right? Now we're not going to be only one side, but you got to do the other side, and that becomes a real test of coordination. So now let's step with the other foot and throw with the other foot. We want to show those kids that we can do it with either hand. Okay. to go a little higher with that arm. We're gonna throw the ball up over our head. All right. Now we're gonna play a little bit of tennis with them. We're gonna do a sidearm motion. Okay? Sidearm motion with them. And again, do a little bit of weight transfer, step on one foot, transfer the weight over. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. Now you'll notice that you probably feel things stretching a little bit. This is called a dynamic stretch, right? You're moving in a motion of what you're going to do when you play with those kids a little bit more, and that's how you're warming up. That's how you're stretching. All right. Now we're going to play a little bit of volleyball with them. So we're going to pretend we're going to set the volleyball. So we're going to put our hands like this, kind of put your fingers, your index fingers and your thumbs touching. Okay, and we're going to kind of push the ball up. Okay, push the ball up. Okay, and I'm bending my knees slightly so that as I stretch, I give that ball a little bit more push. Okay, we're setting the volleyball. Okay, they are going to be so surprised we know how to do all this. See, we're getting our legs warmed up, our knees warmed up. All right. Now we're gonna teach them the itsy bitsy spider. So we're gonna work on our fingers. So let's do the itsy bitsy spider with our fingers. Okay. Don't forget those middle fingers. Walk those middle fingers too. Don't forget those ring fingers. Try to touch all those different fingers. Oop, wait a minute, let me get down here. Just randomly go to different fingers with your thumb and your fingers. I like Bonnie's doing it this way. She's cheating. She's not using the spider. She's doing the finger wave. All right. And we're going to teach them that we know how to play the piano too. So we're going to play the piano a little bit. Get all those fingers moving. All right. Oops, I'm losing my headset. This headset is not ideal, let me tell you. All right. And then we're going to teach them how to relax, and we're going to bring our hands up and we're going to put them behind our head. And we're going to say, this is how you relax. And we're going to pull our arms back and stretch out our chest. And we're going to breathe, and we're going to bring our arms together and bring them out and apart again. Oh, it feels good, doesn't it? Stretch out those chests, stretch out those armpits. You want to stretch out all this here and all this here, okay? By pulling those arms back. And exhale and bring it together. And when you bring your elbows together, you should feel a stretch across the middle of your back. Okay? And again, bring them back. And bring them forward. And bring them back. And hold them there a second and breathe. Then bring them forward and breathe. One more time, bring them back and breathe. And bring them forward and breathe. Now, we're also going to teach them that we know how to get taller. And we're going to get taller by standing on our toes. So hang on to the chair or sit toward the front of your chair and go up on your toes. Feel those feet stretch out. Okay? And then go back and let's rock back out on our heels. Hold on to the chair, especially when you go back on your heels. That's when most people don't have as much balance. Let's go back up on our toes and roll back and go back on our heels. One more time up. And then one more time back. All right. You feel a little looser? We're going to give those kids a run for their money, right? We're going to teach them how to play, right? We've got all this life experience that we get to use. All right. So that's our joint check warm up. So we've warmed up just about everything. Let's go ahead and we're going to do one more thing. We're going to teach them how to cross the street, right? And in order to cross the street, we got to look both ways. So we're going to look across one way, look straight ahead, and look over the other shoulder. Oh, I can feel tightness in my neck. Straight ahead, look over to one side. Straight ahead and look over the other side. One more time each way. Left, center, and right. Very good. Roll those shoulders back just because it feels good. It's a great way to relax. All right. We're going to do this next part sitting. You're welcome to stand, but I'm going to do it sitting because I really want to make this next motion very intentional. Okay. So we're going to do a march, and the march we're going to do is going to be We're gonna concentrate on our quadricep on the first part, and then we're gonna concentrate on our glute, which is our cheek muscle back here. So what I want you to do is I want you to sit nice and tall and proud. Okay, make sure your shoulders are over your hips, so you're not leaning back, you're not lazy. Your back is, ideally your back is not against the chair so that you're working your torso the whole time. And you're gonna raise that leg, you're gonna feel the quadricep tighten. You're gonna lower that leg and you're gonna tighten that glute. You're gonna tighten that cheek muscle. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the other side. Tighten the thigh muscle, squeeze the cheek. Thigh, cheek, thigh, cheek, thigh, cheek. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's just shake those legs out a little bit. Now, some people were telling me that their knees were bothering them a little bit, so just pay attention. Remember, the stronger we make our thighs and the stronger we make our calves, the more support these knees have. So that's what we want to make sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and do, I'm going to march in place as I do this because I want to keep my heart rate up. Okay, and now I'm going to add my arms. Now, as you march, see if you can look at yourself in your display and try not to do this. Okay, make that torso work, make that torso be strong and keep you upright and have just your legs doing the work. Now, you can just raise them a little bit if you want, you don't have to raise them high. Now we're going to do a forward arm reach. We're just going to bring our arms up in front and bring them back down. And again, we're going to work our arms. This is what we can teach the kids how to do the wave, right? Where everybody waves at a different time. Have you ever been to a ball game when they've done that? And you can see it go all the way around the stadium. It's kind of funny. And some people aren't real good at timing it. All right. The next one we're going to do is the side arm reach. And now we're going to bring the arms out to our side and back down. And again, you can keep your feet marching if you want. If your arms are more than enough, just do your arms. It's entirely up to you. 4, let's count as we keep going. We're going to go to 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very nice. Let those arms rest. Let the hands rest down and then roll the shoulders. Oh, Bonnie, do you know what today is? Today is National Bee Day or World Bee Day. We should have done it yesterday. She was here for our virtual walk yesterday and I showed them our new beehives.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the beehives.
That's right. All right, now we're going to do the arm swing and we're going to swing our arms from side to side. So we got beehives at our farm a couple of weeks ago, and we just had to replace one of the hives. So we were just doing that. And my husband was doing something yesterday while we were doing our virtual walk. So I took our virtual walk outside and did it so that they could see the beehives.
It was great.
All right. Now we're going to do a shoulder rotator move. So I'd like you to anchor your elbows into your side, palms are facing up, and we're going to rotate our hands out to the side, keeping our elbows in tight and back together. And we're going to count 2, together, 3, together, 4, together. Count so you're breathing. 5, together, 6, together, 7, together, and 8, together. Now we're going to do what we call a diagonal arm reach. You're going to take your left hand, bring it to your right hip, and then you're going to bring it up and out to the side. Do the same arm. We're going to do 8 times. Here we go. This is 2, down, 3, down, 4, 5. It's like we're drawing a sword. 6, 7, and 8. Now let's switch and do the same thing with the other arm. Right arm to the left hip, up and out. 1, 2. Are you sitting tall and proud? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, roll those shoulders back. Let's get a drink. All right. So now the next one, I always have to remember how this one goes. We did this one. So now we're going to take this arm and we're going to take it from down here. And now we're going to bring it up and over and across. So it's kind of the opposite we just did. So now it's down and up and over, down, up and over. So it's down on the same side it starts, up and over to the opposite side of your body. 4, 5, you see it move, it works different muscles. 6, I feel that on the front of my shoulders. 7 and 8, let's switch arms. Starts on the left, right arm starts at the right side, lift it diagonally up to the left side and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, rest the arms again, roll those shoulders, let them relax. All right, the next one, and I'm still marching, and let's do a finger curl. So just gently curl your fingers into a fist and open them wide. 2, and open. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Now we're going to take and we're going to bring our legs apart. Okay. Put your hands inside your knees, or if you want it. And what you want to do is, if you can put your hands inside your knees and press, and you can feel a stretch in here, that's what you're looking for. If you can't quite feel a stretch when you do that, and you need a little bit more of a stretch, then go ahead and bring your elbows down inside. It's a matter of what it takes you to feel the stretch on your inner thighs. That's what counts. Okay. So let's hold it out and let's take some deep breaths here. And let's breathe, let's exhale with a sh sound. So inhale, and then sh. Inhale. Let's come on back up and let's bring those legs back in. That feel good? Feel how that stretched out that inner thigh? Now we need our bands. I hope I got my bands nearby here. Let's see. Get your bands. All right. Oh, my band was on the back of my chair. No wonder I couldn't see it. It was blending in with the blue chair. Silly name. All right. So we're going to take the band today and we're going to hold it in our hands to start with. Okay. And we're going to do the robot. So when we do the robot, let me turn to the side so you can see. Again, our posture is good. We want to practice good posture at all times. Think about this. If you spend your life down like this, right? If you are like this, then all of these insides in here, your heart, your lungs, your liver, everything is squished, okay? And it doesn't work as well. When you sit up tall and proud and give all of those innards a place to be, then you're going to give them a better chance to be healthy, okay? So I want you to think about shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. The ears over shoulders is important because as we get older, we tend to do this, right? And when we think consciously of pulling our chin back makes our ears go over our shoulders. So that's why I say that all the time. Now we're going to think about that good posture. We're going to tighten our belly. We're going to take the bands and we're going to have our arms out straight in front of us. Okay. And you're going to bring one arm down and the other arm up. And you're going to pull against one another and keep the arms straight. And then you're going to switch. 2, switch. 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. We're just going out in front if you can. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3. Where do you feel that in your arms? Where do you feel it on your upper arm?
3, shoulder.
7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, last one, 10, 2, 3. Relax the arms down. So you should have felt that. So when you're pulling, you should feel that right along here, okay? Now the next one we're gonna do is the shoulder rotator. So we're gonna do a different shoulder rotator today, and let's see if you can do this. So I want you to take the band in your left hand, okay? I want you to bring that left hand up and behind your head, okay? You're gonna let that band kind of drop behind your back. And what I want you to do is to use your right hand and grab a hold of the bottom of that band, okay? So I've got the left hand holding the band down, and I'm grabbing the bottom of it with my right hand. Now what you want to do is pull down with that bottom hand to stretch that upper shoulder, okay? Can you feel that working? All right, and breathe. Make sure you're sitting tall and proud. Make sure that this upper arm isn't making it so you're doing this, okay? Up tall and proud, and release, and pull. Now, this time I want you to pull the upper arm up, the lower arm down. Pull apart and relax. Pull 2, 2, 3, and relax. Pull 3, 2, 3, and relax. 4, 2, 3, and relax. 5, 2, 3, relax. 6, 2, 3, relax. 7, 2, 3, relax. Last one. 8, 2, 3, and relax. Let's bring the arm down. Okay. Take the band in the right arm this time. Right arm up and over your head. Bend the elbow. Let the band drop behind your back. Reach up with your left hand and grab the bottom of the band. And again, we're going to pull our arms apart. Okay. You're going to kind of try to straighten those elbows and strengthen those shoulder rotators. And relax. Pull 2, 2, 3, relax. Pull 3, 2, 3, and relax. Make sure you're sitting tall and proud. 4, 2, 3, and relax. 5, 2, 3, and relax. 6, 2, 3, and relax. 7, 2, 3, and relax. Last one. 8, 2, 3, and relax. Who can feel that in your arms?
I can.
Okay. That's a different one that we've done before. Let's roll those shoulders back. Okay. Let's shake out the arms. Tell them they did a good job. They did something new for us today. All right. All right. Let's march and let me see where we are here. Oh, I was in the wrong place. All right, now we're going to do bow and arrow. So take the band and put it over your right, where your thumb hits your index finger, and you're going to grab the back of the band with the other hand, and you're going to pull the back arm back, keep the elbow high, like you're shooting a bow and arrow, and relax. Pull it back. 2, 2, 3, and relax. 3, 2, 3, relax. 4, 2, 3, relax. 5, 2, 3, relax. 6, 2, 3, relax. 7, 2, 3, relax. Last one. 8, 2, 3, and relax. Arms down, roll the shoulders. Okay. Kind of move the head to make sure it's relaxed. Make sure you're giving that neck a break. Again, whenever you're doing these motions, you want to try to concentrate on making sure that the neck muscles and the shoulder muscles are relaxed whenever possible, if they're not actually actively engaged in that exercise. So now we're gonna take the band and we're gonna put it over the joint between the thumb and the index finger. We're gonna grab the band again in the back and we're gonna do bow and arrow with the other side. Now pull that arm back, pull the elbow straight back, and relax. Pull, 2, 3, relax.
3, 2, 3. Relax.
4,
4, 2,
3,
3.
relax.
5,
5,
2,
2,
3,
3.
relax.
6,
6,
2,
2,
3,
3.
relax. 2 more.
7,
7, 2, 3, relax. Last one. 8, 2, 3, and relax.
Relax.
Roll those shoulders again. All right. Now, we're going to take the band. We're going to do our hips now. I want you to put the band across the top of your thighs, right above your knees. Crisscross it behind your thighs. Grab each end. Hold on to it. Okay? And now we're going back and we're going to do that same march we did before, but this time we have the resistance of the band. So I want you to think about the thigh muscle as you're raising your leg and squeeze your glute when you're bringing it back down. Okay, so here we go. March, alternate legs, 2, 3. Try to keep that upper body as still as you can make it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do another 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, and 8. All right, wiggle those legs. All right. The next one we're going to do is we're going to do the hip strengthener. We're going to take and we're going to keep our right leg where it is, and we're going to bring our left leg out to the side and make that outside muscle work. And then keep doing the left side. Here we go. 2,
2,
in, upper body still stationary.
In,
4,
and
in,
in,
5,
5,
in,
6,
6, in,
7. One more. Who feels this? 8.
8,
I feel this morning. Other side. Anchor the left, move the right. 1,
in,
2,
in,
3,
3, in,
4, 5,
in,
6,
6, in,
7,
in,
and 8.
8.
Woo! I can feel those today. Take those legs out. All right, let's get a drink. If your knees are tight together, you have to go get your water. Don't do it. You can get a drink in a minute. All right. Oh, I guess we could have undone our knees. Sorry. Now we're going to take the band and let's put it down around the base of around the ankle area. Put it down across the front of your ankles. Crisscross it behind your legs. Grab the opposite one in each hand. Wrap it around the front of your shins. Bring it up to your knees and hold on to it. So essentially, you're just tying your ankles together, and that's the easiest way I've ever found to do it. Okay. So once you've got your ankles tied together, you're going to try to keep your knees together, and you're going to kick your leg out, then pull it back underneath the chair as far as you can, while the other leg is your anchor. So anchor your right, kick your left, pull your left back under the chair. Kick and pull. 3 and pull. 4 and pull. 5 and pull. 6 and pull. 2 more. 7 and pull. Last one. 8 and pull. Okay, now we're going to anchor the left and kick the right and pull. 2 and pull. 3 and pull. 4 and pull. How's your posture? 5 and pull. and 6,
and
pull, and 7, and pull one more, 8,
8.
and pull. Woo! Undo those bands. I can feel that in the knee. I mean, not bad in the knee, but I can feel it working.
Mhm.
All right. So now we're gonna do some torso work. So we're gonna do our tummy tightener, our abdominal tightener. So you're gonna think about all the muscles that go from your pubic bone all the way up through your rib cage. You're gonna pull those in towards your spine, and you're gonna hold it. And we're gonna count to 5. You ready? Here we go. Pull it in and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And tighten. 2, 3, 4, 5, relax. Now, make sure that you're tucking your tailbone under. Like I can automatically feel that was a little bit of strain on my lower back, which reminds me to tuck my tailbone when I do that so that I'm not tightening these muscles that are under here versus controlling it and tightening these. Okay, so that's why that's important. So tuck your tailbone into bad dog, pull in your belly and count 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax.
Relax.
Tighten. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5,
Relax. Tighten.
5,
5, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5,
Relax. Make sure you're counting out loud so you don't elevate your blood pressure. Tighten. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. And tighten.
7,
7, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Last one. Tighten.
8,
8,
8,
2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
And relax.
relax.
Now, the next one we're gonna do is we're gonna do the one that's comparable to a bridge if you were doing it on your bed. So you're gonna start with your arms and goalpost. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull your elbows back and squeeze together those shoulder blades. And relax and bring them forward. While you do that, you're also going to squeeze your cheeks and your butt together to tighten those glute muscles as much as you can. Okay, so the difference, so what that does, let me show you. If you were on your bed and you were gonna do this on your bed, it would look like this. You would be down on the bed and you would lift your hips off the ground, which is tightening your glutes, and it's squeezing your shoulder blades together. This is a really good one to do before you get out of bed in the morning, okay? So to mimic that without everybody getting on the floor, and let me tell you this first hurt. Yeah. All right. So to mimic that, arms up at goalpost, squeeze the shoulder blades together by pulling the elbows back, squeeze the glutes and count 1, 2, 3, and release. And back. 2, 2, 3, and release. Don't forget your tushy. Here we go. 3, 2, 3, and relax. 4, 2, 3,
4,
and relax. 5, 2, 3. If you need to stop, stop. Or we're gonna try to go to 8. We're at 6.
6,
2, 3,
4,
and relax.
7,
7, 2, 3, and relax. Last one. Here we go. 8, 2, 3, and relax.
Relax.
Relax those arms down. Roll those shoulders. All right. Let's reach one arm up and over. Let's reach the other arm up and over. Make sure they know we appreciate what they're doing for us. One arm reaches up and over our head. Very good. All right. Now the next thing we're going to do is I want you to take, and I want you to grab a hold of right behind your thigh, okay? And you're going to bring one leg up and pull it to your chest. And let it go back down. Other leg. 2.
2,
And down.
3,
And down.
4,
4. And down. 5. And down. 6. And down. 7, and down. Last one, 8, and down. All right. Next, what we're gonna do is our quad stretch. So we're gonna turn in our chair. We're gonna face to the right. We're gonna have our left hip off the chair. Okay. And you're gonna let this leg fall down. So this hip is off the chair. Let that knee fall down so that it's pointing straight to the floor. Okay. Make sure you tuck your tailbone into bad dog, and I want you to feel the stretch all the way from up here at the top of your hip, all the way down to the front of your knee. Okay. If you can do that and you're not feeling the stretch, you go ahead and grab your ankle and then bend it down and do it that way. Okay. But what I don't want to see is I don't want you trying to grab your ankle and your leg be up front like this, because then you're not stretching this quadricep. It's more important that the leg is down and the knee is straight down so you get that stretch in the front of the thigh. Let's breathe and count. 1, 2, 3, and the last one, 4. Bring that leg forward. We're going to turn to the other side, do the same thing. Start by letting the knee fall to the side toward the floor. Feel the stretch in the front of the thigh. Tuck the tailbone under so you feel it all the way in the front of that thigh. And we're going to breathe. 1, 2, 3, 1 more, 4. All right, release the leg, come on, turn forward again. All right, we're gonna do goalpost again. So bring your arms up to goalpost, pull those elbows back, and then exhale and bring those elbows forward and try to get them to go in the front together. Inhale and round apart. Exhale and bring them together. Great. Inhale. 4. Inhale. 5. Inhale. 6. 2 more. Inhale. 7. Last one. Inhale. And 8. Arms down, roll the shoulders. Let's roll the left. We're rolling it backwards. Let's roll the right. And now let's roll them both. All right. The last one we're going to do before we go into our balance is we're going to take and we're going to sit up toward the front of our chair. We're going to do cat-cow. Okay. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Now, a lot of times you'll do cat-cow standing. So you're gonna have your hands on your knees, okay? And what does a cat do? A cat arches their back. So arch your back as far as you can arch it. Tuck your head down, okay? Now, we're going into cow, and you're gonna arch your back, push your chest out, lift your chin, put your shoulders back, okay? Go back into cat. And up into cat-cow. Sometimes they call this camel too. Cat and cow. And cat, we'll do 2 more. And cow, last set. Cat and cow. Very good. All right. Now for some balance. All right, if you can, I'd like you to stand up for balance, stand behind your chair or next to your chair. So what would you say is your biggest challenge balance-wise? Does anybody want to share your biggest challenge with your balance?
Biggest challenge for what?
For balance.
Just being able to stand
and to do it, actually.
Okay. Anybody else want to share a challenge when it comes to your balance?
Yes, on my left foot, I've had a pulled Achilles tendon, and it bothers me, whenever I try to balance on it.
So it's 1 foot versus both of them. Okay. So let's do this. Let's take and let's put our weight on our left foot. Okay. Keep your right foot next to it. Okay. And hold on to the chair. And see if you can go up on the toes of just that left foot. You have the right one down there balancing. Okay, go back up on the toes. And with the next one, see if you can not touch the other toes to the floor. And just go up and down on that 1 foot. Keep your hand next to the chair. So this is both a strengthener and a balance. Okay. All right, now let's switch to the other foot. Go to the other side of the chair. All right. And again, start with the foot. Start with your weight is on your right and your left toe is still down so that you've got that to help balance. Okay. And start by going up on your right toe and back down. And slowly up and down. Now, if you can, just do it just on the 1 foot without using the other toe to balance. And then just do your best. This is just where you're just working what you can. Thank you. And up and down. One more time. Now, take 1 foot, take your left foot, put your right foot in front of it. Okay. And now take with your hands on the chair. See if you can go to just fingertips. Maybe you can take your hand a little bit farther away from the chair, but keep it nearby in case you need it. Okay. So one of the tricks is the stronger those muscles are, the better apt you're able to balance. And then find your place on the wall that you're looking at. Ideally, it's up so that you're not looking down. You may end up going down, right? So you want to look up, kind of ideally where the ceiling meets the wall. Let's switch and put the other foot in front, the other foot in back, same thing. Okay. Now I notice this one's a little bit more of a challenge for me for some reason. Probably because I broke 3 bones in this foot. So this foot has to work a little bit harder the muscle tone is a little bit different after having that injury. And all of that comes into play. One thing I'd suggest is if your balance is really bothering you, to maybe work with a physical therapist. Tell your doctor that you're concerned about it and see what they can do. And Medicare covers a certain number of appointments. So how are you feeling now? So give me a thumbs up, a thumbs over, thumbs down. We got thumbs up, thumbs up. How about you, Estelle? Thumbs up. All right. And Janice, I couldn't see yours. Are you thumbs up now, Janice?
I'm stronger on one side than the other.
Okay. And that's not surprising. For most of us, that's the case. And sometimes it's understanding your limitations. Like for me, my husband and I were doing something yesterday and I got ready to step up on a ladder. And my instinct was to step with this leg. This is the one that was replaced in December. And I said, oh, wait a minute, I can't do that. I got to step up with this one so that when I'm pushing the weight on this knee, I can do that, where this one still doesn't want to do that. So, it's all a matter of what you're able to do and what you're not able to do. So what your body's telling you. And Janice, you're making progress though, right?
Right.
Yeah. And that's what counts, is You know what, we don't have to be stuck where we are. We can try to work and get and improve. All right. So after we did our exercise, we need to go out and play with the kids again. Okay, so let's play toss again. Let's throw the ball. Okay? How many of you like to play ball when you were younger? How many of you played softball? Let's switch arms, switch legs. That's always, it feels spastic when I start and try to throw the other arm. I was always in awe of people that could be a batter and switch hitter, where they could either bat lefty or righty. That was not me. All right, let's go back. Remember how to hold your hands for volleyball? Right? Make index fingers together, thumbs together. Right? And then you're gonna put it up next to your forehead and push it up away. And push. You're pushing it up at an angle. 2 and 3 and 4. Let's teach those kids how to do the bow and arrow. Let's pull the arrow back and let it go. And pull the arrow back and let it go. One more time. Pull and release. Let's do the other arm. Pull and release. Pull and release. One more time. Pull and release. All right. Let's roll our shoulders. Let's show those kids how to jump rope. We'll do some jump rope this way. We'll show off and we'll do some crisscross applesauce. Right? And let's show our real big circles with our arms. There we go. Very good. You do what you can. Let's do some wrist circles. If we're turning the rope for somebody else, you do it with just your wrists, wouldn't you? For the most part, right? And then we're going to show them how to play in the dirt, and we're going to squeeze the dirt in between our fingers. All right, we're going to show them how to plant plants. Give them a real good life lesson, right? All right, wiggle those fingers and play the piano with them. You'll do a duet. All right, very cool. All right, everybody, sit down. We're going to do our relaxation. I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you had some fun. We'll have to get some kids to play with one of these days so we can really show off to them. I know here at the Eastern Center, we were lucky enough, we had some time when we had, we did story time with the library. And they had, they got little kids that were preschoolers. And they had a joint activity with them, and it was really fun. It was so cute to see the little munchkins running around. All right, sit back in your chair. Relax those shoulders. Take the time to get your body feeling like it's balanced and it's relaxed. Okay. Move the shoulders around until you feel like they're where they belong. You want to kind of have them even. Okay. Take a nice big deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose.
I got it.
And exhale through your mouth. Now, as you continue to breathe at a pace that feels natural, but try to emphasize it and emphasize the inhales. Emphasize the exhales. Just the way to concentrate on your breathing, lower your stress. When you inhale, try to expand your rib cage from front to back. Now imagine that you've got a bottle of nice warm lotion, and the lotion has got maybe a honeysuckle smell for this time of year, or a smell that you really, really enjoy, something you find relaxing, something that makes you mindful, makes you stay in the moment. take that nice warm lotion. Go ahead and keep your eyes closed for this. Use your left hand and rub your right shoulder with that lotion. And feel the touch of hand on shoulder and the way the shoulder feels to the hand. And then go ahead and take that nice warm lotion and rub it down your arm, around your elbow. Across your forearm to your wrist. Rub all the way around your wrist, the inside of your wrist, the outside of your wrist. Then rub it down the back of your hands to the back of your fingers, between your fingers. And flip your hand over and rub it on the underside of your hand. See what it feels like to rub it onto your palm, the heel of your hand, the inside of your wrist, to the inside of the forearm, and up the bicep, back to the shoulder. And rub it up your shoulder to the side of your neck. And let that arm relax. Let it relax on your thigh. And then take your right arm, lotion's on that one now, and it's going to your left shoulder. And it's going to rub your left shoulder. And again, feel hand on shoulder, shoulder to hand. You find a tough, tight spot, rub it a little bit more. Okay, come down your bicep. Feel the warmth of your fingers on your hand. Go to your elbow. Pay attention to your elbow. Down to your forearm, back of your forearm. Go around your wrist. You wrap your fingers right around your wrist. Feel how good that feels to feel that sense of touch. To the back of the hand. Back of the hand doesn't get much attention, doesn't get touched very often. Between the fingers, down the back of the fingers, and up the inside of the fingers, to the palm of the hand, the ball of the hand, heel of the hand, to the wrist, and to the forearm and back up the bicep. And just relax. On your own, you can take that same warm lotion and do your legs and your feet. Well, we've come to the end of our time today, and you have the ability to do that kind of relaxation on your own, to feel what it feels like to be in the moment. So go ahead and take a nice big deep breath. Open your eyes and exhale. Take another nice big deep breath and bring your arms up overhead if you'd like. Exhale down as you lower your arms. Inhale, bring your arms up and around and give yourself a hug. Feel again, hands on shoulders. Remind yourself that you're safe and you're healthy. And inhale again as you bring your arms out. And then exhale as you bring your arms in the other way, wrap them around to another hug. And this time remind yourself that you're loved, you're valued, and you're full of purpose. And relax. Thank you everybody for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. We're going to be doing a birthday